Hello everyone. I'm here with the Mr. Hupo, who's gonna help you, and show you how to prepare the ball diff for the AstroTurf track, for the clay track, and all that things what you needed. So look carefully the video, and I hope you enjoy it. And yeah. So let's go. Anyway, hello Hupo, and
hello.
Tell me what you're gonna what you're gonna do and what you're gonna prepare, and which place we are renting right now.
Well, we're here at the last round of the EOS. Yeah, and I show you how to actually rebuild a ball diff.
Yeah. So okay. So enjoy the video, guys, and thank you very much, and see you later.
Okay. Well, actually rebuilding a diff is not so easy because you need to take care about many different parts. First of all, you just take it apart and clean every single one. So basically we have all parts apart now. So you just clean them with brake cleaner as good as you can. Okay, we have all parts clean now. So first of all, when you rebuild a diff, you need to check if your diff rings and truss bearing rings are used on both sides. Here we have luck because only one side is used, so you can still use the other one. On many diffs you need to use sandpaper to polish the surface, but on the hoodie ones I never do because the surface is really good, so it's not needed. So I always start with the truss bearing. So I make sure the used side is on the outside of the truss bearing. So which means the other side is still brand new. So I use black grease for the truss bearing. Actually, you can only use not enough grease, never too much. So don't be afraid to put a lot of grease in the truss bearing. There's no real secret with this, you just need a lot of grease. So next step is putting the balls into the gear. Here we use white diff grease. Same again. You can never use too much grease. Good. Next step is adding the diff rings to the diff out drives. Make sure everything is clean. And I always use the same grease I use for the balls, I use on this side. Actually the one side which is on the out drive side. So yeah, then you need to check which side is good. So here you can see the groove. So I put the groove to the outside drive. Out drive side. Okay, add again white grease. Now you can start actually building the ball diff as the manual says. Always make sure the truss bearing goes on the side without the pin. Otherwise the diff will not work. So just put everything together. When the diff is new, you always need to compress the spring once completely, because this is used, we don't really need to. On the X-ray diff, it's really important to use thread lock here on this nut. I don't have one here, but normally you need to use. So it's actually the last step. And you can start tightening the diff. Start tightening it only a little bit, and then you can already try the diff. When it's smooth and it feels smooth, everything is fine. If you can already feel like something is wrong, most of the time a ball is bad. So you actually need to change the balls. But this one is really good, so we can fully tighten it. On this diff, normally you tighten it until you feel the spring is fully compressed, and then untighten it like an eighth of a turn. So now the diff should be tight enough. I always use 2 wrenches to check if the diff is tight or not. We will find out. Yes, it's very tight. So before you run it, well, first you put it in the car, and then you just let it break in with, like, I would say, like quarter throttle. You hold one tire and let it spin for like a minute, and then other side. And then you make sure the diff is also tight in the car, which means the slipper needs to be looser than the diff all the time. If the ball diff is loose in the car, you break it immediately. That's actually the most important thing with the ball diff. That was pretty much it. That was Hupo from Team X-Ray, and I hope you have success by building the ball diff.